Hey everybody, it's Angie from Trips with Angie, and I am here on the Regal Princess, and in this video I'm going to give you a ship tour and a cabin tour of a mini suite on deck 14. So let's take a look around. We'll start on deck 5. The Symphony dining room is on deck 5 aft. Half of this dining room is dedicated to club class. This is a special dining experience for people who have booked a club class mini suite or a regular suite. Here to the right is usually the general area where you embark on the Regal Princess. You'll also find the internet cafe. It has computers you can use and a help desk if you're having any trouble redeeming the internet package you may have gotten as part of a promotion or purchased on board. There's a small mini mart with snacks and anything you may have forgotten, as well as some cute stuffed animals. Next to that is where you can buy gelato. This is a funny area. I really haven't seen a lot of people utilizing it, but it must be popular that Princess continues to keep it. Next to that is vines, and then you have the beautiful piazza area that turns into a dance floor in the evening. People play games here. I won the Love Boat competition, my husband and I. We were the Love Boat couple. And then here is Vines. If you are a subscriber, you've seen my favorites video, so you know how much I love Vines and the special treat you get when you order wine here. This is the most extensive wine list that you'll find on board here in Vines. Coming around the corner, you'll find the International Cafe, another one of my favorites. This is the coffee shop as well as a deli. So it offers a lot of options throughout the day. You have desserts, sandwiches, pot pies, hot egg muffins in the morning that are absolutely delicious, as well as your lattes and your coffees that are part of the Princess Plus package. Just behind that is the Good Spirits bar. This is the Princess version of a cocktail bar. So they make special cocktails to match the location of where you're going. They have a special cocktail Caribbean menu. And then as you head towards the front of the ship, don't forget to take a look at the Love Boat dedication to the naming ceremony in 2014. The cast of the Love Boat are the godparents of the Regal Princess. So they have a great little display there. Across from that, you'll find Sabatini's, which is the specialty Italian restaurant. This is an extra charge and reservations are strongly recommended. You can make those in advance of getting on board or through the app. Here to the left, you'll find guest services, but again, subscribers, you know from my favorite video, there's a way to avoid that. And then across, you have the shore excursions team where you have iPads you can use anytime, or they have staff there. The hours will be in the program or available in the aft. On deck 5, all the way forward, is the spa. The Enclave is the thermal suite experience. It is an extra charge. So it has steam rooms, showers, those water beds, as well as heated loungers, and this thalassotherapy pool with the rainforest head, and then this cute little room with just 4 of the heated beds. So that's kind of fun. Heading up to deck 6, we'll find Churchill's, which is the smoking lounge, as well as the entrance to the Princess Theater. The Princess Theater hosts the evening entertainment. We had a number of guest performers during our cruise, a vocalist, a comedian, a magician, as well as the band actually did a set in the theater, which was wonderful. And we had those production shows. Now you'll notice if you enter on deck 6, you are coming in right at the bottom of the theater. So this is a good place to enter if you want to sit on the main floor and have kind of a looking up view, or you can climb the stairs or enter through deck 7 and kind of take the stairs down to be able to have a great view. You'll notice there are no pillars in the way. So this is a wonderful theater. The views are all really, really good. Continuing towards the back of the ship from the theater, you'll find Club 6. This is right next to the casino. It has a number of televisions. During our cruise, they were airing the World Cup games in here. So if you wanted to watch TV, they also showed a couple of football games as well. So this is a nice little lounge area to relax, right next to the casino. A reminder, the casino can only be open when the ship is at sea. So if you have a really port-intensive itinerary, you're not going to get a lot of casino time. We had 3 sea days, so that gave plenty of time for gambling. Heading out here on the right side, you're going to find the photo gallery. This has all been digitized, so you can actually see the photos in the app if you'd like. And just beyond that is the medallion help desk. So if you're having any trouble using the medallion or the app or want to buy accessories, you're going to find that there. Here is the Bellini's bar. So this is a nice little wine bar overlooking the piazza. So a great place to sit if you want to watch the evening entertainment. You get to hear the band, enjoy the music, but you're not kind of in the heart of it. And I think these piazza areas are really what set Princess apart. It's such a great concept. It's really the heart of each ship. Alfredo's is an included Italian restaurant, open from 11 a.m. to usually 9 or 11 p.m. They have pizzas, calzones, incredible ravioli. You saw that in my favorites videos, as well as some great antipasto. So it's a great sit-down lunch alternative to the buffet or the grill. You'll also find here on deck 6 another dining room. So this is the concerto dining room. Now, Princess has gone entirely to what they call Dine My Way. So you'll need to go into the app to figure out your dining. There's no traditional set dining times anymore. So you'll go in and you'll make a reservation. We recommend doing it in advance. You can actually go into the app, into Dine My Way, and we make a reservation for the same time for the whole cruise before we get on board. So everything's all set up and we're ready to go. You can also link your reservation to the people you're traveling with. It's called your shipmates. Now, if we go down a deck all the way to the back of deck 6, you have to go to deck 7 to get here though. You can't cross through. It's the Allegro dining room. So again, to get here, you're going to have to cross on deck 7 and then take the aft elevators down to Allegro. Little sneak peek there. Just above the dining room on deck 7, you're going to find the Vista Lounge. So this is available for games. They showed movies in here. This is where we had our Elite and Platinum happy hour. They also had the band play here. So they had a great Sunset Quartet available. And then this was just kind of a quiet spot. If you wanted an indoor spot throughout the day when there wasn't activities going on, especially on port days, this is a great location to come and hang out. As we exit the Vista Lounge, notice this portal. There's 3 types of portals on the ship. This is the compass portal. So this will help you navigate the ship. So if you're trying to get from one place to another, those portals will show you the deck plans and how to get there. And then just out on deck 7 here on the port side, you find another quiet area to retreat to. There isn't bar service here, but you'll have the beautiful ocean breezes and it's not quite as busy as up on deck 16. Now there are also chairs on the starboard side. They're a little bit different. They have more padding and a little bit more cushioning. There's also a bathroom we just passed right there. Now heading to the elevators, you'll notice that huge portal there on the side. That is the Journey View portal. So that will help you figure out where the activities are, what's happening at any given time. And then the third portal that is in front of us is just general information. So these are the portals you're going to find the information on the port agent, where the smoking areas are, any information that the guest services or the captain are trying to share with everyone. As we head to the forward on deck 7, we are going to come across the library. It wouldn't be a Princess ship without a library. In the morning, you can find puzzles here. So they have Sudoku as well as kind of brain teaser puzzles. There's also this great long table if you want to have an epic board game match with the friends that you've brought on board. Inside the library, you can check out books. There's also board games you can check out. One night we saw these 10-year-old boys tear into the library to grab a game of checkers, and they set up just outside of Princess Live, which I'm going to show you in a second here. But lots of options there for sea days if you don't find anything on the program that interests you. And there's those puzzles I was talking about. You can just come in and pick them up. Now here we're going to find the wheelhouse bar. So it's a little different on the Royal class ships than on some of the older ships. In the evenings, there was a guitar player here. The violinists played here. I didn't see anyone actually play that piano though during our cruise. And then there's the wheelhouse bar. That was always full. All of those seats were always full. And then all of this is right in front of the Crown Grill. So the Crown Grill is the extra charge specialty steakhouse restaurant. Reservations are strongly recommended. Again, you can make them in advance through the app on Dine My Way once you log into the app with your princess.com credentials or with your booking number. And then you can reserve your table. Definitely want to make sure you get those reservations. This did fill up quickly. A lot of people were celebrating special events and they wanted to do it at the steakhouse. Heading forward out of the Crown Grill, up to the left, we're going to find a set of bathrooms. So this is going to be your closest set of bathrooms to the Crown Grill and Wheelhouse Bar. Then we also come across Princess Live. So I feel like this is the concept that replaced the Explorer's Lounge, and I don't love it. I really like the Explorer's Lounge on the older ships a lot better. But important things happens here in Princess Live, and that is the filming of the morning wake show. So this is a show the cruise director films, and then it's available on your cabin TV. I highly recommend watching it because we found information there that wasn't available anywhere else. It wasn't in the app, it wasn't on the paper. It gives you a good overview of the day and any important information that you need to know. The lounge is also used for trivia and game shows. The very popular game show on our sailing was the Yes No game. This is set up for Liars Club. So they have it in here so they can film it better so you can watch it on your cabin TVs. Princess Live has its own coffee bar and regular bar. So this is going to be a lower option, an alternative option to the International Cafe for coffee in the morning and then cocktails throughout the evening. Now we're going to continue to head forward here on deck 7, and we're going to come across the future cruise desk. So there are perks and benefits for booking your next cruise while you're on a cruise. You can also place a deposit, a refundable deposit, if you don't know the sailing that you want to go on, and then it can, come back to your travel agent like me, or it'll just show up in your princess.com account. So here's the main bank of elevators, and as you head across, you're going to find Crooner's Bar. This is set up a little bit differently. The Crooner's Bar is closer to the back, but again, always full. Great bartenders, very fun place to hang out in the evening. This is where there was a guitar player in the early evening, and then of course the sing-along piano player took over in the late night. And I really love how they do it. So any of the live musicians that overlook the piazza, they stack them. So you'll have the guitar player playing at 5:30 in Crooners, then you may have the band down all the way on deck 5. This is the Ocean Seafood Terrace, so you can buy a la carte seafood and sushi options up here. And then across we'll find more gift shops. So lots of jewelry to be had here on the gift shops. One interesting thing we found out was you can preview any of the sales. So for instance, they had a 2 p.m. surprise sale, but we went in the morning, we looked at the jewelry, picked out the pair of earrings that we wanted. They actually put them on hold for us. So then once the surprise sale started, we were able to check out very quickly. So stand next to the register, pick your earrings in advance, and then you're all ready to check out as soon as the surprise sale starts. And then of course you have more duty-free shopping beyond jewelry. You have the alcohol, cosmetics, other duty-free options. There is an art gallery here on board for the art auctions, and then that's just a peek down at the casino bar. It's tiny. It has very few bar stools. They were showing a lot of the NFL games in the casino, so people were kind of crowded around. They always have the guess the weight of the sculpture as part of the art auction team to get you engaged. And I do like how the paintings change throughout the sailing, so it is like sailing with an art gallery. All right, heading all the way to deck 7 here. Sorry for that little blur. It's the top entrance to the Princess Theater. All right, now we're going to head up to the open decks. In the elevators, you're going to find where the gangway is and then a listing of locations by deck. So if you're confused or trying to find something, always look in the elevator. So here we are on deck 16. This is the main pool deck. It's slightly covered. So these tables right here are some of my favorites on windy or rainy sailings. You're a little bit sheltered back here. You have that great ocean view. We like to play games here, because when you play cards, you want to make sure it's not too windy. So right as you come out of those midship elevators of the forward elevators is a great spot. Then you have the Prego Pizzeria. As you know from my favorites video, I think Princess has the best pizza at sea. A bar. So this is the main pool bar. Mermaid's Tail is its proper name. So you can hang out here and then overlook the pool area. So you have a hot tub on either side here, 2 pools. So there's the fountain area in the middle. I have thoughts about that. And then the other hot tub here. Now you'll notice then we come over to the Trident Grill. So this is where your hamburgers, hot dogs. They also have pulled pork, really good tacos. Do not miss the tacos, and a really good chicken sandwich. Life jackets are available in various sizes. You can pick up your towels here. And then all of the chairs are oriented towards the screen because of the very popular Movies Under the Stars program. You all know I love that when you watch my favorites video. And then this area is a fountain that shoots up water once a day. It's a total waste of space, in my opinion. It would be much better to have chairs up there or have made that another pool or just anything different. I think it was a big mistake. But there are these fun lounge areas next to it. So if you're looking for an alternative to the chaise lounger, I think Princess does this really well, providing alternative seating arrangements for people who don't want to sit in a chaise lounge. It's too low for them to sit. So they have lots of chairs here on deck 16. So you have those circular couches, you have regular tables and chairs if you're bringing your food from the grill. You also have more cushioned options and sofas as well. So this is the sea view. So those of you who are daring can walk across here and look straight down. So be careful if you don't like heights, but this looks straight down over the side of the ship. You can see some of the lower deck below, and you can see some of the balconies below. So if you do have a balcony that's kind of mid-ship, near where the lifeboats are, you just want to make sure you're not totally private. Folks can see you from this sea view walkway. So keep that in mind. This is where the soft serve is as well. They had vanilla, chocolate, and swirl, and you could get it in a cone or as a sundae. Then you have the sea view bar. This bar is slammed. It was only open from 2 to 6 during the day, and it was slammed the whole time. We were talking to the bartenders, and they said it just never stops. This is the towel hut where you can find the blankets. So they have blankets for Movies Under the Stars or just if it's a windy day, but you need to go to that towel hut right next to the sea view bar. So here we are at Horizon Court, which is the buffet. They have 3 hand washing stations as well as the hand sanitizer as you enter. Please wash your hands, please, please. So it's set up in kind of 3 different sections. So the front section will have different items, and then the middle section here is where you'll find the pastries, the breads, and there's a coffee bar. So if you're looking for a latte or some other specialty coffee, it's going to be here in this middle section where the pastries are. Then there's a third section more towards the back. You can get omelets made to order. They'll fill out a little form for you. You'll fill out a little form with your omelet. They'll give you a number. Then you go sit down and you give that number to the server that comes to your table, and the server will go and get your omelet for you. But you do need to look for it. You kind of have to look for it there in that back section. Now, all the way to the back on deck 16, we're going to find more seating areas for the buffet, as well as some really comfy chairs. This is a great spot to watch sail away. You have the couches and the cushioned loungers, as well as a bar. So this is Outrigger's Bar. Now, Outrigger's Bar opens the earliest. It opens at 6 a.m. because they have a back coffee bar. So this is another early riser, great spot to come get your coffee in the morning. A lot of people are going to be headed down to the International Cafe, but you could kind of beat the rush by coming here. And then those are those comfy chairs I was telling you about. And then you can also get self-serve coffee. So if you don't want the specialty coffee, you can get the self-serve coffee here. Now heading up to deck 17F, we have another pool, which is very, very fun. It's also right next to a smoking area. So this is a big smoking area here along the back of the ship with a lot of different seating options. Again, the comfy options as well as the couches and more lounge chairs. And then heading all the way up to deck 18, we're going to find the sports court. So this is where you're going to find your basketball court. They may have pickleball during your sailing, as well as the ping pong, and this great walking track. I really like how they set up the walking track here on the Regal Princess because you're not near lounge chairs. There's also a gaming room here. We did shooting in there one time, so I don't know if they're still operating. We didn't see it in the schedule for this sailing, but they had some simulation type archery and shooting games on a previous sailing we were on. And then if you walk all the way around the walking track, you get this great overview of the pool deck. You can see the 2 hot tubs on deck 17 in addition to the 2 hot tubs that are on deck 16. Deck 17 also has the Camp Discovery and the Beach House. So these are the supervised kids programs. And then Beach House is the teen area. So this is ages 13 to 17, and they have this awesome outdoor area with a jacuzzi here. Let me show it to you from the top. It's a little bit easier. So they have those chaise loungers. They're just missing the cushions right now because it wasn't open. Their own little hot tub. So great area for teens to hang out there on deck 17. Platinum Studio is where you can get very professional photos taken and set up special arrangements. Now, to get from one side of deck 17 to the other, so from the aft to the midship, you have to walk through the fitness center. It took me several minutes to figure this out because on the port side, it's the teen club, and then this fitness center goes all the way to the edge of the ship. So if you're back at the aft pool or the aft smoking area and you want to get to midship, you have to walk through the fitness center. The fitness center had all different kind of program. They had a large studio area for group fitness classes, and Princess is really elevating the classes that they have. They're doing more yoga, more TRX. Now here on deck 17, this is a great quiet area. I don't think a lot of people know about it. It was almost completely empty during our sailing. So in addition to those little spots I showed you on deck 7, here on deck 17, you might be able to find a nice quiet spot. And I do believe Ocean now does deliver up here, or you could get a little bit closer to the pool or to an area where Ocean now would be able to deliver you a cocktail to your lounge chair. Now, heading towards midship, we're going to find the upper level of the pool deck. Now, in case you were wondering, the Regal Princess holds about 3,500 guests or passengers and about 1,370 crew members. And our sailing was pretty full. I think it was around 3,000. We were in port when I filmed this, so the pool deck wasn't quite as busy as what you would normally see. So that's a better look at that forward pool. And then you have the walkway that goes over the top. Now that one isn't see-through. You just kind of can move around. That actually makes a great area if you have a scooter. Those punch outs tend to be less crowded, so you can kind of scoot around there. A lot of people were doing that on our sailing. The tiered seating here on deck 17 and 18 is prime spot for movies under the stars. They really set it up here. And then if you can head up to the middle section, so sports deck 18, this is another great spot with more loungers. Part overlooks the retreat and then part overlooks the main pool deck, so you wouldn't have to miss any of the excitement. Now, this was from our sail away when we were next to the Enchanted Princess. It was this epic competing deck party. It was so much fun, and we sailed away together. Now, continuing to head forward on the ship, we're going to enter the retreat. The retreat is included. A lot of people think it's extra charge. It's not. It's the adult-only pool and bar area, but you have to come back here by this door to find the towels, but they do a good job of putting towels out on all the chairs, but in case you're looking for one, it's going to be back here past the staircase that heads up to that deck 18 I just showed you. Again, lots of lounge chairs here. These actually face out. There's no movie screen to look at. You do get snippets of the movies. In fact, they were watching a movie that had a very intense police scene, and everybody jumped, when all the sirens went off. These little cabana areas are available for rent. The price probably changes by sailing, but during our sailing, it was $80 for the day. And nice big pool. This pool is very deep. It goes up to 7 feet deep. So if you love to tread water, this would be a good pool to enjoy. It was very cold the first 2 days of our sailings, but then it kind of warmed up as we spent more time in the Caribbean. Now, heading into the sanctuary, this is an extra charge area. So you can book a cabana or you can book a lounge chair. Hopefully you're a subscriber, so you'll see my upcoming review of the sanctuary. We spent 4 days here and I answered the question, was it worth it? You can book a half day or a full day upon embarkation. You just come up here to the sanctuary. As you can see, there's lots of different seating options. This does take up the entire forward of deck 17. So you have the chaise loungers and the cabanas that face out to the side and the other chairs that face forward. Now to R223. This is a mini suite cabin. So you have that little curtain that separates where the bed is from the living area. You have your own television and then 2 nightstands, one on each side with 2 drawers, no outlets. Next to the bathroom, you'll find the closet and a large shelving unit. So lots of storage for your clothes right here outside the bathroom. The bathroom is a good size with a sink, a toilet, and a large tub with grab bar, so you do have to step up a little bit to get into it. It definitely passes the shower test, but it does still have that dreaded shower curtain. In the main living area of the mini suite, you find the desk, and there are very few outlets here. You're really going to want an extension cord. It's very hard to run your CPAP. That couch can become a bed, and there's one that pulls down from the ceiling. You have your own television, and then more storage, 3 more storage shelves, and a mini fridge. Out to the balcony. The balcony's a little bit tight, I think, for a mini suite category. It's hard to kind of move in front of the chairs. The chairs take up quite a bit of room, but it is a private balcony, so looking out, you don't see your neighbors. There's no one you can see above or below you, so that's very nice. You can get a peek of the sea view. That's that walkway that heads out over the edge of the ship and the bridge. Your muster station is A7, located in the Princess Theater. So that's the Regal Princess. Are you ready to set sail? Let me know what you think of the ship, and if you've sailed her before, what are some of your favorite things in the comments below. Have a great day.